provide a boost to our education. Our first argument regarding reducing similar learning. Imagine forgetting much of what you learned in September. Attention to teacher burnout. Now, of course, if we want a better education for our students, we must ensure that teachers and the teachers teaching them and also not getting overworked, as this leads to a lack of teacher quality. A study conducted by the Scientist District states a positive attitude from the teacher affects the students' motivation, attitude towards school and schoolwork. The students' self-confidence and a results personally developed. More frequently breaks means less stress rather than having to wait 9 months for the summer break. Teachers and students will both receive breaks during the school year. Students and their teachers are less stressed because the short breaks from school have an aggregate amount of rest, which leads to more education benefits. Judge, if you believe that the future of America lies on the youth of the United States, send you out to vote and help the betterment of the youth of America. Thank you, Judge. The breaks tend to fall right around the point where he tends to need a short mental breakdown, which is great. He says this just proves that school year round will be more beneficial to the students and the teachers than a summer break, as they will have an opportunity amount of the rest, which leads to more educational benefits. Judge, if you believe that the future of the United States lies on you,
30, which can get tiring, and then they don't have time.
These breaks are minimal and only come around for a few days. Not to mention that during these breaks, students are still expected to continue schoolwork due to teachers assigning work during these times. This gives students no actual time to relax and increase their mental health. As for the teachers, having school year round could impede off on their personal life and in the process their teaching. Many researches shows that students who are unmotivated and enthusiastic about teaching often results into students who are also unmotivated and enthusiastic about learning. And of course, the school's year-round implementation would only add to this issue. Additionally, the National Communication Association conducted a study to measure the effects of teachers' enthusiasm on students' engagement and motivated learning. Results indicating teachers' enthusiasm had a significant impact.
That's why we have a 90-day break.
Okay, so what do you mean by the students making a good decision?
What I mean by that is, during summer, if you graduate or you're going to a different school, you want to make sure you go to the right one. You don't want to go to a ghetto neighborhood. You want good education. And in order to do that, you have to look very thorough. And if you don't look thoroughly,
Okay, so what does having to look for a good school, a good neighborhood, even a good country have to do with the summer? Because not only could parents do that in their meantime, sure they have jobs, but they don't have jobs 24/7 every single second of their life. They still could look for a little bit of time to find their child a school to go to. So basically,
the thing is, parents, you say there's no 24-hour jobs. There's nurses, there's cops, and there's firemen that work their butt off, and they have to stay more than 24 hours. And what that has to do with summer is students are not going to look for different schools while they're learning. They're going to learn during the break because that's when they have time off.
how about the weekend?
The weekend is only a 3-day thing, and sometimes there's schools even that they do Saturday schools.
Yeah, but some students may not
All right,
apply to.
that's 3 minutes. Thank you both.
Their work by preventing gas adoption from long periods of progress. In conclusion, the adoption of year-round schedule in public schools represents a progressive and necessary step towards enhancing the quality of education for students. It addresses the issues of learning loss, promotes equity, provides flexibility in education rates, supports working families, and contributes to the overall well-being of both students and educators. We urge you to consider the long-term benefits and embrace
prep time, or do you want to go to Crossfire?
Which employs thousands of NYC teens from July to August during the summer break and helps them gain not financial independence but important business skills. According to the research article written by Education Next in the fall 2023, Boston has a similar program called the Boston Summer Youth Employment Program. Students who participate in a supervised and development.
Finally.
You can finish your sentence. Judge, what I have described to you are the comments that for the why public schools in the United States should not adopt the year-round schedule. Although there may be positive impact from establishing a year-round schedule, the largest three and setbacks are overweight.
That is why summer break exists. While students go get breaks during the school year, these breaks are not minimal and only come around for a few days. Not to mention that during these breaks, students are still expected to continue schoolwork due to teachers and assigned work during these times. This gives students no actual time to relax and increases their mental health. As for teachers, having a school year round could impact on their personal life and the process of their teaching quality. If teachers are overworked, the quality of their teaching decreases, and as they get no time to actually relax and get in the mindless to teach. Many research shows that teachers who are unmotivated and upset about teaching often result in today's. Now, education goes beyond using contention to summer opportunities and children's problems. Now, education goes beyond just being in school and learning academically. It also includes learning about the real world and experience different things like working or volunteering or even just having a good time with family and friends. However, having a school year round would improve on that. The Center American Program states that a lack of childcare during the summer pushes parents to make job sacrifices, and that compromises their incomes and job security. Most families use summer breaks as time for childcare and quality time. However, with school year round, this opportunity will be taken from you. The window for planning summer trips also becomes more limited.
The answer is no. Students can get all time in the world to be in school, but if mentally the students are not ready to learn and are not motivated to learn, then that time becomes a waste of time. This is why summer break exists. While students do get breaks during the school year, these breaks are minimal and only come around for a few days. Not to mention that during these breaks, students are expected to continue school year-round work due to teacher assigning work during these times. This gives students no actual time to relax and increase their mental health. As for teachers, having school year-round can impede on their personal life and in the process. Their teaching quality, if teachers are overworked, then the quality of their teaching decreases and again, no time to actually relax and get the mindset to teach. Many research shows that teachers who are unmotivated and unenthusiastic about teaching often result in students who are also unmotivated and unenthusiastic. And of course, the school year-round implementation will only add to this issue. According to Margaret Wire, they state teachers and students can also suffer from burnout due to lack of extended breaks and year-round school. The breaks at 10 more schools can also be used as planning periods for the next school year, as well as time to buy supplies necessary for the classroom. Additionally, the National Communication Association conducted a student measure, the effects of teacher enthusiasm on student engagement and motivation to learn. 165 students were asked to rate their precipitation of the enthusiasm the instructor displayed in class, provide a self-assessment of their behavioral, cognitive, and emotional engagement, and rate their intrinsic and extrinsic motivation to learn. Results indicated students' enthusiasm had a significant influence on students' engagement in the classroom. The more enthusiastic and dynamic teachers were, the more engaged students become, behaviorally, cognitively, and emotionally. This finding makes sense because student engagement is malleable and responsive to the teacher's emotions and teaching styles and positive emotions, likely to produce pro-social behaviors. Contention 2. Summer opportunities and childcare problems. Now, education goes beyond just being in school and learning academically. It also includes learning about the real world and experiencing different things like working or volunteering or just having a good time with family and friends. However, having school year-round will impeach on that. The Center for American Progress has stated that a lack of child care during the summer pushes parents to make job sacrifices that can compromise their incomes and job security. Most families use summer break as time for their child care and quality time. However, with school year-round, this opportunity will be taken. As John B., Vice President of Education for Training in Mathnasium notes, finding programs that fit the school year-round will be 2-week break model may be difficult. While it can still be challenged to find childcare camps or other activities to enroll students in during the summer. It could even be a bigger challenge when you need to find these outlets every 6 weeks or 2 weeks at a time, he says. The window planning for summer trips also become more limited with a year-round school model, which can be difficult for parents to plan around depending on their work schedules and flexibility. School year-round will cause students to miss out on valuable time during the summer to spend time with their families and friends, as well as new opportunities to volunteer and work, which gains some experience for the work world. Judge, if you believe in the enrichment of students and staff, not only academically but socially and mentally, then you ought to vote con. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, in Crossfire, is everybody ready?
Ready? Circle. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, good afternoon, judges. I'm Juriel from South Bronx Academy of Life and Media. Here is my partner, Leilani, and I will present the resolution that school should adopt a year-round calendar. For the purpose of this debate, I would like to describe the year-round calendar as a more balanced approach to the school year where students attend school for 45 days and then have a 15-day vacation rather than a traditional calendar which has a longer 2-month break, summer break. This break spent. Our first contention is that year-round school prevents learning loss from a long 2-month summer vacation. This especially affects those that are already from a disadvantaged community. In the article, the pros and cons of year-round school calendar, Jim McConnell explains that many children in the urban environments don't get the same level of summer enrichment learning as suburban children, and they start the next school year at a significantly lower point than they ended the prior school year. Each year they fall further and further behind the stated. This shows that not adopting the year-round school calendar because students will fall behind or be confused throughout the year, which can lead to misbehaviors, distraction, or depression. Because they're behind, and this could lead to lack of effort throughout the year. When kids go through the traditional school calendar, they go back to school lacking knowledge and a lot of missing. You may ask, what about summer programs or camps? Another factor to consider is that urban often can spend much money on enrichment classes to improve their academics during the summer, which puts them at a very disadvantage. They return to school. When they return to school, judges, this shows that year-round school is a major benefit to society because it helps with learning loss and helps students gain and retain more knowledge than the traditional school schedule. Our second contention is that year-round schooling calendar will prevent school burnout. One of the advantages of the balanced year-round calendar is that students get more frequent breaks throughout the year, which is proportionate of the model says can help reduce burnout among their students. The anecdotes of public high school teachers and students educational leadership at rules and nations states that longer breaks during the school year could have positive effects on students' mental health, particularly in the pandemic. This the year-round program gives students and teachers more time to actually learn or avoid having mental disruptions such as worries, being stressed, and overworried by studying.
But let's consider a different perspective. Grace Chen, in her article, publicschoolreview.com states, year-round schooling allows for academic remediation during shorter breaks rather than a long summer slide. This approach not only addresses the continuity of learning, but also provides consistent job opportunities. As for scheduling, year-round school offers more flexibility for families. Jim McConnell, a respected educator, argues that frequent breaks can reduce family stress by allowing for more vacation planning. This format provides a more balanced academic year, counting both academic challenges, burnout, and overworking.
Are unmotivated and unenthusiastic about learning, and of course, the school year-round implementation would only add to this issue. Teachers often have to do professional development classes to keep their license updated, which they typically schedule during the long summer break. Also, this evidence is coming from Marquette Wire. They state that teachers and students can also suffer from burnout due to the lack of extended breaks in year-round schools. The breaks at 10-month schools can also be used as planning periods for the next school year, as well as time to buy supplies necessary for the classroom. Our opponent also stated that it will have students to have better job opportunities, but we say this is not true because if you're putting more stress for the students to go to school for a longer period of time, then it's gonna make them not be happy. And also if we had a longer summer break for the students, then they'll be able to also get a job during the summer break. So therefore we strongly urge you to vote for the
Can I have 2 minutes?
Yep. 2 minutes of time. Yes. Well, pro is the path.
Yep, I'll start when you start.
Have a good education and be able to help their families or whatever's going on outside of school, and they'll be
Summer enrichment programs are activities that engage students in their education throughout the summer months, allowing students to gain educational opportunities throughout the summer months that they are free from school
standards of everyday schools. In the same today's summer learning programs are great places to pass to soft skills. Being around children with the same interests will give them the chance to work on their collaboration, work problems, and communication skills. While some making friends, they may also be working on.
But is this really a good thing? The answer is no. Students can get all the time in the world. But to be inside school, if mentally and the students are not ready to learn, are not motivated to learn, then that becomes a waste of time. This is why summer breaks exist. Judge, if you may believe the enchantment of students and not only staff, not academically, but mentally and socially, you have a thought to vote for Pond. Thank you.
You still have a minute and 20 seconds if you want to add it.
Of course I will say.
They have anxiety just because of the stress issues if they have to wait for long breaks.
So, mental health issues students who have to wait for longer breaks is basically what you said, like already and stuff like that. But the mental health students who need help and stuff like that, they would have to, there's certain programs that can help them, like there's different sessions, like therapy sessions and stuff like that to help mental students get but start thinking about doing stuff over the summer. But when it comes to school learning, yeah, like I said, I excel and stuff like that for them to learn quick. And there's and some of the applications you can search up on Google for mental health students in order to learn.
18 seconds left.
Question. All right. If year-round schools are such a good option.
We should just leave it like that because there's also work for us to do and for us to go so we can keep learning and keeping that information in there.
Now we're going to do city crossfire.
Are sprinkled in around the year. So usually with those 15 days, even if they don't get a lot of prep time during those 15 days, there's usually another 15 days pretty close to that 15 days. So you have time to catch up what you missed off on. Okay, I have a question. Okay, so my question was, don't you think that year-round school is a better option for kids with special needs?
Special have special requirements and things, and because students with special needs wouldn't be able to do lots of summer enrichment programs. Students with special needs are completely separate because the students with special needs have different things that they're taught because they have special needs, and because of their needs, things like summer enrichment programs would help them with if they have it just depends on the type of needs they have.
Have plans and enjoy extended vacations during the summer break. Evidence from studies this allows for quality time spent together, creating lasting memories. However, with year-round school, these long break eliminated or shortened, making it challenging for families to take time off and plan vacations. According to a survey conducted by America Automobile, 100 million Americans or 4 in 10 U.S. adults plan to take families. Evidence in the 2018, families consider summer vacation to be an important time for bonding and creating family traditions. Multiple studies have shown that children lost up to 9% of it. According to a Forbes article, while some children get an additional 32% of their in-school gains over the summer, others lost up to 90% of what they have learned over the year. Now, of course, if we want a better education for our students, we must ensure that the teachers teaching them are also not getting overworked, as this leads to a lack of teacher quality. Daniel Jonas, a public high schooler, teacher, and student in the education leadership at Lewis University, says that he suspects that longer breaks during the school year have a positive effect on mental health. Josh, if you believe the future of the United States lies on the health of the United States, then you should vote for and help the betterment of justice of America. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. You still have about a minute left.
Is that the most disadvantaged students in our country get left behind. These students miss out on a quality education, which causes them to have fewer job opportunities, less knowledge, and worse lives. So, do I read like this?
They want because they feel happy and free since school is not inside time right now. Yeah.
So now we're going to move on to the summary phase. Does anyone need prep time before we get into the summary? 20 seconds. Pro summary, you're going to go first, and you have 3 minutes for your speech. Once you start speaking, I will start to touch on you.
Don't kill yourself. It's a process. Oh my God. We're more than like 2 weeks. Now it's wrong thing and you're not supposed to be. We put this in a burnout, but that's what we're supposed to do. You're expecting a lot.
Do you have any more questions? Any more questions? We're finished?
Yeah, I got one. Alright. How is COVID-19 relate school? Okay, how is COVID-19 relate schools closing and impact our students' learning in general? Okay, so in the 2007 and 2018 school year, 4.4% of schools were on the year-round cycle. For the 2017 and 2018 school year, the figure had dropped to 2.5. So why do you think this will work? What I'm trying to say is that on the 2007 and 2018 school year was a 4.4% of schools were on the year-round cycle. But the 2007 and 2018 school year, the figure had dropped to 2.5%. So what do you think is the word?
Can you restate it in a way that she can understand it?
Therefore, for all these reasons, we strongly urge a pro ballot. Thank you.
And now,
Therefore, for all these reasons, I urge a strong pro ballot. Thank you, Judge. But if mentally the students are not ready to learn and are not motivated,
because if you have 1 fall, they're like, oh yeah, it's time for me to rest. No, school is important and school cannot be forgotten. As Jim McKell suggests, balanced breaks can lead to improved academic performance and reduce teacher burnout. Yes, that is true. But also, like, the teachers are there to help the students. They're not there to walk them through
do anything. If they need help, they can ask for it. If the students don't want help, they need to do it over the break, over over like the week or 2 weeks that they get after 45 days. Cause then that's them stopping themselves for education. The teachers are trying to help them get up. This model isn't just about changing the calendar, it's about improving the quality of education for everyone involved. The impact to summer learning loss is that the most disadvantaged students in our country get left behind. These students miss out on a quality education, which causes them to have few job opportunities, less knowledge, and worse lives. And I say that because if they have like I said before, if they need help, they can get the help. It's their choice not to get the help. So let's say you're a teacher and I ask you for help and you try to help me and I don't listen, that's on me. But then if the teacher give us homework to do, we need to do our home or we can do it over the break. The teachers give us time to do it over the break. And that there can help us sharpen our brain. Not too much, but at least enough that when we come back, we're not left behind because we didn't want help from the teacher.
Security data summaries. Now you're doing it. Summary speak.
Some more seconds. For a simple way to make sure your students don't fall victim to summer slides, there are tons of great resources online to keep your kids engaged and moving forward over the summer, especially in the subjects of math and spelling. Online summer school is a flexible accessibility way to prevent summer learning loss. Studies have not conclusively proven the academic benefits. This is important because this website provides tons of fun alternatives that are effective and immersive. This proves that there are clear, unique alternatives to a year-round school schedule. Up to some degree, learning experiences must be seen and felt outside school. Their second statement was catching up on studies. In my opponent's contention, they stated that public schools in the United States should adopt a year-round schedule because without a year-long program, they would have study loss. In response, we say that this option comes with a price tag. School budgets and staffing issues simply may not allow for extended schools in their lifetime. This is just not possible. Their last statement was teacher burnout. In my opponent's contention stated that public schools in the United States should adopt a year-round schedule teacher. In response, we say that many researches shows that teachers who are unmotivated and enthusiastic about teaching often results in students who are also unmotivated and enthusiastic about learning. And of course, the school's year-round implementation will only add to this issue. Teachers often have to do professional development classes to keep their license. So, we're saying that mental means more than money. Our practice still stands, Judge. Therefore, for all these reasons, we strongly urge
I still got it.
Thank you, Judge.
I pray at the end of this debate you will make the right choice and choose calm. I urge a strong calm down. Thank you.
especially trained for people who have mental health issues to come to school? Why do you guys think that they couldn't go for help when they need help for Down syndrome?
They don't like do that for free. If you want mental health, you need to go pay for them.
Alright, we're going to head into our final phase, which is the final focus. Do we need prep time before we jump into this? You have 3 minutes and 10 seconds of prep time.
Elementary school in California that used a year-round calendar went down from 26% in 1999 to 7% in 2019. What was your final focus again? Like the main claim about it?
That's what I said. Good to see you, man.
I put.
Thank you so much.
Like what they think, and then make it because they're actually around like our age, to make you feel happy.
Yeah, right? What were you gonna say, Aaron?
When you're in summer, you're in the summer mindset, and you're the summer, and when you're in like school, you're in that like year mindset. You want to do your work, but if they cram all your activities together, you never really get out of that play, work, whatever.
Do you have any question?
Yeah. So this is mainly about teachers. Teachers have a lot of stress. So, and like teacher numbers are always.
But he said if it doesn't like match to what they're saying, because not everyone here reads the same source, right? He said you could like jot down what they're speaking and answer and you tell them the question.
Absolutely. And even if you do need to read off something, you should read without looking at it. Look down, look at what the next part is going to be, and then look back up. So, 1, use all your time.
2 although everything we talked about was really more about the advantage, because you didn't say anything about how the less advantaged kids could still get help.
Even though they might have problems at home,
keep in mind they have to work during the summer. They don't get no breaks.
They still have to work, but like always, even though they won't get the level they should. Some it's like they're not smart. Sometimes, like when you have all year round school, you can like sometimes like if you don't get like when you said that there's like breaks between the months, right? If there's breaks between the months, but then like wouldn't they would like to spend their time like having fun and everything like
exactly. That's why they would get to go to school, and with a break they could work and they could spend time with their family. But if a whole summer break, that they really just have to work, because then when the school year comes back, they have to go to school and they have to save up money for during the school year, because they won't have as much time to work due to school being all year. So they won't have as much money. So they will have to save their money from the summer and use it during the school year. And sometimes, you talked about them being able to go on vacation with their family. Like when you get breaks after learning, you will have time to like after your vacation instead of having to go back and have another like a ton of things piled onto. So I think it would be better because they wouldn't be as stressed in school as they usually.
Can you repeat the last question?
How do you think in all your schedule is going to go if the kid falls negative on someone's health? Don't you want better for students?
Parents planning and vacations about how school can cause parents to struggle getting kids to go on vacation with them. But vacation really isn't that important if you take into all the factors about how school year all year round is beneficial to the students. About how school all year round can help the kids who fell behind prior to the school year to get back on track and not have to worry about the long summer break making them work.
Ready? You have 37 seconds of prep time if you would. Yeah.
Middle school student and a lot of elementary students. That's like at least if you add them on to like 1,000 and something kids. And teachers cannot be printing out packets for each and every class for 1,000 and something kids. At least with a year-round schedule, all the kids gotta do is do a worksheet, give it to the teacher, or keep it in the folder to grade it. And they don't have to make packets for every single grade.
From what you said, I would like to point out another thing. I'd like to point out another thing. What about people? That not only you can get it during the summer, you can get it during the school year to prevent you, that they can catch you up. What about people?
But tutors is more in after school.
You may have answered the question on time. You can finish answering the question.
Not all tutors work in the daytime. They only work in after school. What I'm saying is that even after school is good and all, but like you said earlier, kids don't have enough time to see parents. I need when they go home at the regular time, they're supposed to come out. They can see the parents. Tutoring sometimes takes like, let's say you get found tutor that teaches for 2 hours. And you're supposed to get out at like, let's say 3 o'clock, 2:30. And you get home around like 4 or 5. That's less time, but then you gotta go home, like finish the extra homework you didn't do in that time. And you must spend time with your family. I think you're not.
So we are going to final focus. I'm going to give you 2 minutes.
I felt it. A great job speaking. It was long. Unfortunately, I got no response to the first convention, which is kind of
So don't you think that making sure everyone can increase his mental health struggle yourself? So yeah, therefore judge the struggle and to go for the negative side.
Very good. Great job, guys. Very impressed. Both made very compelling arguments.
Really helps for me understanding where we are. Any questions? The debate kind of were centered around this question of what do kids have time to do? Like, do they have time to do summer activities? But there were other arguments going around that went unresponded to, right? For example, you guys had a burnout argument that they never addressed. And you guys had arguments about costs that they never addressed, right? There is a trap that happens a lot where debaters will go back and forth.
So, yeah. Sorry, what was that?
Now, we have one more round.
Thank you.
Alright, so we're going to shift the part. Yes, we can do the voting.
Sorry, yes, I'm with you. Yes, I can do it. Yes.
What your next table is. Walking feet.
Angel, you're at table 9, you're at table 8.
Okay, so you guys are cons. You guys are pros. Who's first speaker and second?
Nope.
I am here to judge your words. How fast you speak, how loud you speak, whether you're nervous, and I care about what it is you're doing. Okay? If I can't hear you, I'm going to come closer. That does not mean you're getting a lower grade. It just means I'm partially deaf. Okay? So, like, don't freak out, keep going. Now, if you're far away from me, it might just like shoot one of my head. I know. And yeah, and if you need prep time, you have to let me know. If you're going over,
Well, like they
chill. Let you go over, do it shorter, that's fine. That needs. Don't abuse it. Nice. There we go. Okay, everybody ready?
To a study of sidewalk for research at the University of Texas found that while the year-round approaches difficult
summer learning decreases during the other time of the year, leaving out the amount of work
that school should adopt the year-round calendar. For the purpose of this debate, I would like to describe that year-round school calendar as more as a balanced approach to the school year, where students attend school for 45 days and then have a 15-day vacation rather than their traditional calendar, which has a longer 2-month summer break with breaks sprinkled in. Our first contention is that year-round school prevents learning loss during a long 2-month summer vacation. This especially affects those that are already from disadvantaged communities. In the article, The Pros and Cons of Year-Round School Calendars, Jim McConnell explains that many children in urban environments don't get the same level of summer enrichment learning as suburban children, and they start the next school year at a significantly lower point than they ended the prior school year. Each year, they fall further and further behind, he stated. This shows that not adopting a year-round school calendar may cause students to fall behind or be confused throughout the school year, which can lead to misbehaviors, distractions, or depression because they are behind, and this can lead to lack of effort throughout the year. When kids go through the traditional school calendar, they go back to school lacking knowledge and a lot of what they learned from the previous year. You may ask, what about summer programs or camps? Another factor to consider is that urban children often can't spend much money on enrichment classes to improve their academics during the summer, which puts them at an even greater disadvantage when they return to school. Judges, this shows that year-round school is a major benefit to society because it helps with learning loss and helps them gain of their basic experience over other students almost 90% of what they have learned over the year. Additionally, according to a study by Paul von Hippel Associated, they include research at the University of Texas found that while the year-round approach did increase summer learning decreases during other times of the year. Ultimately, even out the amount of learning lost between both calendars. Not to mention, during the COVID-19 pandemic, has already suffered a learning loss. These numbers and studies all lead to one point. Having school is not only something we should be doing, but something that absolutely needs to be implemented. The youth of America is the future of America, and if we want a good future, then voting Pro is the way to go. Having a school year round will mean less education losses and a good improved educational sustainability. And of course, this isn't just about the students. Judge, this is about the school system itself and everyone who's involved in it, which leads me to my next contention. Contention 2, teacher burnout. Now, of course, if we want a better education for our students, we must ensure that the teachers teaching them are also not getting overworked. As this leads to a lack of teaching quality, Daniel Joseph, public high school teacher and a doctoral student in the education institute at
This is throughout the summer months. Disadvantaged families may be able to make up for lack of school resources. Whereas families with higher income have to need to provide a richer learning environment by home. By adopting a year-round school schedule, we can put a stop to this. Start different by giving income students low-income students the ability to be able to continue their learning throughout each year. They fall further and further behind, he stated.
This shows that not adopting a year-round school calendar may cause students to fall behind or be confused throughout the school year, which can lead to misbehaviors, distractions, or depression because they are behind, and this can lead to lack of effort throughout the year. When kids go through the traditional school calendar, they go back to school lacking knowledge and a lot of what they learned from the previous year. You may ask, what about summer programs or summer camps? Another factor to consider is that urban children often can't spend much money on enrichment classes to improve their academics during the summer, which puts them at an even greater disadvantage when they return to school. Judges, this shows that year-round school is a major benefit to society because it helps with learning loss and helps students gain and retain more knowledge than the traditional school schedule. Our second contention is that
wealthy families. First, this targets the issue of learning loss over extended breaks. Research shows that students experience a decline in academic skills during the long summer break. For example, in a study done by Courtlandt Learning Loss, a summer project, she explains that students who come from families with low economic status can be disadvantaged by not having the same summer learning opportunities as those from upper income families. However, when a child leaves the school, the inequalities among students are evident. This is exacerbated throughout the summer months. Disadvantaged families may be unable to make up for a lack of school resources, whereas families with higher incomes have the means to provide a richer learning environment from home. By adopting a year-round schedule, we can put a stop to this stark difference by giving low-income students the ability to be able to continue their learning throughout the summer months at little to no cost to their families, and making sure that students retain and reinforce the knowledge they gain throughout the year. By distributing facts evenly throughout the year, we create a more equitable learning environment, reducing the gap in educational outcomes between different socioeconomic groups. Furthermore, starting a year-round school year will put those students from low-income families on the right track to ensure they are not at disadvantage. For example, the Chester Observer in 2018 conducted a standardized achievement test where they found out in 9th grade about 2/3 of the academic achievement gap between economic disadvantaged students and their middle-class peers resulted from cumulative summer learning loss in elementary school. This shows that 2/3 of students in 9th grade who experience this academic gap is caused by summer learning loss. Additionally, it shows that students are consistently losing some knowledge over the summer break. Our second contention rests on the fact that adopting a year-round schedule
homework that's due over breaks and stuff, you will struggle with that and you'd be stressed with that because you'd have to do that, and then you'd also try to do that while having fun. But with a 2-month break during our summer vacation, we have a bunch of time, and even if there's homework assigned by teachers, whether it's online or given to us during mail or something like that, we still have so much time to do it, as instead of having that 15 days off with the year-round calendar, we have a large 2-month summer break. Okay, I have a question if I have enough time. So my question to you is, couldn't schools just have tutoring sessions in the middle of summer so students wouldn't forget what they learned?
I mean, yes, that is true. Kids could have learning. I think it's better having spring break because maybe parents want to spend time with their children because they feel a little left out. So they go to work and they don't have time with their loved ones. So shorter breaks also helps them because they actually keep the learning still going on and they get to spend time with the loved ones they love.
Alright, that's
Yes, pro side goes first for the rebuttal. Do you guys need any prep time?
Do you need that one?
How much time do I got for that?
How much time do you have left?
No, how much time does he have for the rebuttal?
So, how does the year-round schedule prevent burnout?
Yes, fair enough.
Maybe kids will be tired and stressed out from school, and maybe since they have all this school and they might have a lot of homework, so they maybe won't have enough time to get it done, so they probably will be stressed from school because they will not have enough time to do everything. If their parents want to spend time with them and they want to spend time with their parents, they should have their normal schedule because they don't not want to do work all the time. They want to spend time with their family members and have fun.
Any questions?
Yes. Why can't we have our own?
Very good job, guys. Good questions, good answers. Very good.
People will have less stress with having more breaks in between. What about if there's kids? What if a what if you think about a teacher with a child and their student does not go to school, their kid does not go to school all year round, and they get little breaks from the teacher. They have a summer break and then they go to school all year. When will they have time to spend time with their child?
You also said this in your speech that if there is school year round, that they would get like 2 weeks off, like go to school 2 weeks, so like they can spend time with their kids.
Okay, well, but their student was still, but their kid was still. But I'm trying to tell you how your question is not really, and your answer was not really, it didn't really answer my question. You just told me what I said, and that doesn't really, help, because if they have that 2 week break, like I said, then what if their kid doesn't go to school year round? What are they going to do? They're not going to have the same break as their kid. So let's say their break falls on when their kid is still going to school. What are they going to do? How will they spend time due to that?
You said that if the parent has a younger child that doesn't go to school.
No. I said if the parent has a child that goes to school and doesn't go to school all year round and has the same breaks as the parent, how do they spend time with each other due to that?
There's also like Christmas breaks and stuff like that. They can spend time there, and also like the parents have to see their kids' schools during the week. Like they have to take their school stuff over while they're taking them to school, and they can like spend time together. Because like you're saying that like the parents spend like the whole weekend like in the school, but that's wrong because they be going to work and then they be going like whatever they go.
9 seconds.
But parents who are teachers have to prepare lessons.
For like the enough study they are getting now. So like all year round school could help them like catch up with the wealthier family because the wealthier family could like just easily afford to like start school and like get easy tutoring and everything. But however, low income students, they don't have money. They have to work during summer breaks to earn money for school.
I still have more time. What you have said because during the summer most students get a job like full time. So like if they get a job during the summer year, how are they supposed to go to tutoring sessions if they have tutoring sessions on their day of the job?
Although what you said is probably like they don't need to get a job. So however, low income students like they may not have like enough money to like buy new supplies, like study tutoring. So like they have to get a job, and like some schools they're expensive. Like you know how some schools are like they need money, like they're not all free, like they're expensive. They might not have enough money for like a year anymore. They need to work for the money. They need to help their parents.
Alright, we have 20 seconds, so you guys ask two questions. You have one.
In the world to be in school, but if mentally the students are not ready to learn and not to be motivated to learn, then the time becomes a waste of time. This is why summer break says, just if you believe that the enrichment of students is stopped not only academical but mentally and social, then you should off to work on. Thank you.
Or intersessions that occur throughout the school year, allowing students to either catch up or get ahead in their studies, along with providing the child care for those facilities who may not be able to schedule shorter or longer breaks. Furthermore, explained in the U.S. News World Report, Jones and Dixon agreed that the year-round of pediatrics stresses the need for unstructured playtime for a child's development. And regarding reducing burnout, Jim McConnell's cautions shorter breaks might not provide enough downtime for students and teachers, but potentially leading to increased stress. Furthermore, Grace Chen's notes the year-round school schedule can disrupt family dynamics and community traditions centered around the traditional summer break. These points highlight the potential downsides of year-round schooling that outweigh the supposed benefits. First, my opponent said something about learning loss. That is wrong because most schools have summer school, and their parents can volunteer their children even if the school doesn't require them to go. Also, even if schools have budget problems, they can just give kids packets to do over the summer. Second, my opponent said something about burnout. How does a year-round school schedule prevent burnout when it leads to feeling of constant schooling with shorter breaks? There is not a long period of vacation to rest mentally. Thank you for listening.
Alright, so now we're going to go into rebuttal crossfire. Does anybody need prep time?
Crossfire?
Crossfire. Rebuttal crossfire.
Alright.
So members only speakers. Do you guys need time?
No.
You want to take prep time for your questions. And remember, they're going to ask questions and you can also ask questions.
Okay.
Prep time? No? Alright. So remember, crossfire rebuttal is
Speaker 4 minutes.
I want to bring up how keeping kids in school for more days will result in misleading. So you're saying that they will have to pick between education or family time? That's not a fair choice. I also want to bring up how disadvantaged kids will suffer from summer learning loss if they have jobs that teach them responsibility and hard work. They would still be learning other ways. And if there's more breaks, it would mess up scheduling more because if the breaks don't align with the parent's schedule, they would have to miss more school because the parent can't bring them in, resulting in poor attendance. Also, we're doing year-round school so children catch up. We've just been encouraged to catch up. And you're saying how that could benefit kids. I can see how you think you're right, but summer school attendance isn't great anyway. Disadvantaged kids are not taking advantage of summer school anyway, so how would more schools fix that if they're not taking advantage of the programs given? What makes you think that they're going to take advantage of extra school provided? And the summer programs that offer jobs for the disadvantaged kids would shut down if there's no more kids to help. But because it would lose funding. It would lose funding if there's no more kids, there's no more disadvantaged kids. That because they're all in year-round schools. It wouldn't be fair to them taking away all the life lessons that the kids need for more education that they can't get in school. Job education is also very important, even from academic education, because you need job education adequacy in order to grow up to be a person that can work around teammates and keep on track of hard work. And you brought up how I wasn't quite sure if it was these programs you brought up. You brought up how they're providing programs for child care. But one of the biggest points we're trying to make is that parents want more time to spend with their kids. So providing programs to take care of the children while they, because I guess I'm not sure. But wouldn't it make more sense to just not make the whole point that these parents are trying to make pulling these kids back from school? decide that they want to spend time with their kids, take them on summer vacation out of town, and not worry about having to bring them back.
Oh, got it. Sorry. That's what I was saying. Speaker 1 to do the final.
Because they would have to be 2 different time frames for school, and parents might have trouble.
But is it really a good thing? The answer is no. Students can get all the time in the world to be in school. But if mentally the students are not ready to learn and are not motivated to learn, then the time becomes a waste of time. Why is the summer breaks exist? Judge, if you believe that the achievement of students and staff are not only academically, but mentally, socially, then you're out to go con. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay.
Different question. Parents have to work. How can they take care? Many schools are already struggling with their budgets by keeping schools open a year round with summer school. Isn't saving money a good thing?
So, yes, but if you think about it, the schools have enough money of the things that they already have in the schools. It would be another hand, it would be time for teachers and students to take a break from all that work that they do. And my question to you about reducing summer learning loss. Given that summer learning loss can be avoided for other means such as summer programs, school, and camp, why should we change the entire school season?
Well, you are asking about summer enrichment programs. On top of that, it would be very effective for students to have their parents try to make some time to learn the things they need to learn in order to get into first grade or next grade, whatever they need to. Now for your question. So you were talking about how you lose a lot of that time on all the stuff you learn in the summer break. Would you like to clarify and open up a little bit more about that? Like clarify on how the students will lose what they needed to learn, what they learned in the prior year. Like clarify a bit more.
Like, clarify
how they lost track of what they had.
well, the games can keep them distracted what they're doing in the summer. They're probably not studying, they're probably doing other things such as playing games, such as going to parks.
But wouldn't those be things that kind of like de-stress the students after a long week home?
Yes. Because every time is really different. There's a way to for example, tutoring or another after school way that targets
Surely, with a young the government will see this proposed issue and help solve it. Evidence from childwelfarecare.org states every state receives funds from the federal government for child care programs. These studies may go by other names such as vouchers, gifts, subsidies, or use a specific program name. These programs help families who qualify pay for child care so they can work with one another. This is important because this means that the child care is already accessible to the general public and most likely, if it's up to our schedule, we can see more programs being funded by the government or private individuals to help with child care. Thank you.
Produce very high returns on investments
For every $1 spent on a high-quality early childhood program, $8 to $16 to return to society. Your last claim is mental health. In my opponent's contention, they say that we should not adopt a year-round schedule because students can't participate in extracurricular activities. To refute this claim, we say that students can participate in extracurricular activities. A slight schedule change won't cause. Evidence from School Education of America states year-round schools use facilities more efficiently by accommodating more students thanks to strategized schedules or track systems. Track systems divide students into groups who attend school on rotating schedules. In a form track system, only tracks of students and couples. This is important because this shows that schools have the ability to financially plan strategic accommodation. Judge, we definitely win on time frame and scope. Thank you, Judge.
Awesome, thank you. Okay, you guys have a minute and a half left to chat. Would you like to take any time?
So the summer or school would be a better place for them to like
finish your sentence.
Will be able to like how should I say this? Be able to like express themselves even with mental health.
Alright. We're on to summary. Does anybody need prep time?
Okay, so you can get back. So,
you already repeated it all.
Of course, they wouldn't be as happy as they are now. As I stated before, it would be more expensive to care for the school, so the students can learn comfortably. That is true, and
So, my question to you is,
okay, so now,
While might seem beneficial academically, it overlooks crucial aspects of the child's development. As Jen pointed out, the traditional summer break offers a necessary internal spot
Students, we still have debates going on. Please keep your voices down. Please keep your voices down. Thank you.
I thought that you were really good.
Ballots are in. Coaches, please gather your teams. Quiet middle schooler.
All right. Hey. Hello? Can you hear me? All right. Who had fun today? All right. Okay, so I told you before we started that we were going to talk about two things at the end of the tournament.
So someone's going to tell me one thing that they did that they're really proud of themselves for doing. It can't be winning or losing, or how many speaker points you got. Something you did in the debate round that you're proud of today. What are you proud of yourself for doing? Alright. Who else asked a good crossfire question today? Raise your hand. Yeah? Who answered a good crossfire question today? Alright. One more?
Alright, so what I really liked was the crossfire questions and also what I said for the rebuttal, because I feel like I had a really good comeback.
Alright, so you were well prepared for rebuttal. Anybody else proud of yourself for the preparation you did for rebuttal? Awesome. Okay, somebody told me something you want to do better next time. So we've got a low, let's have a grow. Something you want to do better next time. Okay, so we were brave, we came in, we did it, and next time we'll just be a little less nervous. That's fine. Alright. Okay, you want to speak a little bit more smoothly? Anybody else want to speak a little more smoothly? Yeah? It gets better every time. One last one. Let's see. Somebody else? Something better? You want to do better next time? Anyone from here? No? Perfect. Something you want to do better next time? What do you want to do better next time? No? Nothing? Perfect. Alright. Speak a little bit slower, right? So sometimes it's better to speak slower so that our judges can hear us. So everyone hopefully has something that they're proud of themselves for and something they want to do just a little bit better next time, right? We're going to keep getting better every time. So we're all winners, but we're going to pick and we're going to tell you who won the debates today. We're going to announce all winning records. So starting in... All right. So, starting in 6th place, from SBAM, the team of Aldui and Doles. In 5th place, so one quick thing, in debate we have a tradition, so it's called the 1 clap rule. We're gonna go 1 clap, right? Let's practice it. 1 clap. Okay, so let's try it again. And come up and get your awards. So let's do it one more time. In 6th place from SBAM, Aldui and Doles. All right, in 5th place from IS 584, Cargo and Bracero. In 4th place from PSMS 5, Small and Gonzalez. In 3rd place from SBAM, Jackson and Otero. In 2nd place from PSMS 5, Ba and Sacco. All right. Next, are you doing photos? Okay. All right, we've got some more awards. All right. Okay, and our top team today. Let's get a drum roll for them. Your top team today is from PSMS 5, the team of Torre and Casilla. Okay, if you got an award, please go see Max. He's going to take your picture. Okay, our top speakers. In 14th place, from PSMS 5, Sheikh Ba. 1 clap. 1 clap. In 13th place, from PSMS 5, Phoenix Small. In 12th place, from PSMS 5, Halia Ramirez. In 11th place, from IS 584, Suzette Nunez. In 10th place, from IS 584, Michaela Santo. In 9th place, from SBAM, Noah Otero. In 8th place, from SBAM, Tori Waxter. In 7th place, from IS 584, Dash Gray. In 6th place, from PSMS 5, Mariam Touré. In 5th place, from PSMS 5, Sally Sacco. In 4th place, from MS 223, Evelyn Reyes. In 3rd place, from 31X, Angel Rivas. In second place from PSMS 31, Hawa Berry. And your top speaker, get a drum roll, your top speaker in District 7 Middle School today is from PSMS 5, Wandelise Casilla. Okay, we're gonna do top schools. But before we do top schools, we just want to say a couple of thank yous. Thank you to our hosts, PS1 for having us. They've been wonderful hosts. Let's give them a round of applause. And a happy birthday to the principal here. Thank you to District 7 debate coordinator, Sharon Toronto, and Maisha for bringing this program here. Let's give a big round of applause to our coaches who make this possible. And then one more round of applause for our amazing debaters. Okay, we've got our top 3 schools now. The suspense is killing everyone, I know. All right. In third place for school, oh, it's a tie for second place. So it is a tie for second place for IS 584 and SBAM. All right, and a drum roll for our top school. Oh wait, well, can we have our 2 schools come get their trophies? Our representatives from 584 and SBAM? All right, and our top school and middle school debate. Let's get a drum roll for them. In first place for District 7's December debate tournament is PSMS 5. All right, and our topic. So I know everybody is ready to come back and do it again. So our topic for March is, hold on one second. Okay, our topic for March, who wants to get started preparing for March, is resolve the United States should substantially increase exploration of outer space. So we're going to talk about space next time. All right. We hope everybody gets home safely. Have a wonderful holiday season, and we'll see you again in March.